guys, my name is Sam23 and thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my Chamberlain Family Nurse Practitioner Masters of Science in Nursing review a little over a year and a half later. So first things first, I am a registered nurse, been a nurse for 3 years now, and I am in my 10th class. I have 5 more classes left. So the program is a total of 15 classes, a little over 2 years to complete. Each class is 8 weeks and you get a week or so off in between some classes, but it's pretty much all year round. So, disclaimer, this is what I chose to do. This is my review, my experiences. You are entitled to your own opinion, but this is what I feel. So, you know, with it being online, you have to teach yourself. Obviously, that's what you signed up for. So if you are not a person who manages time well or doesn't need to sit, you know, you don't have to sit in a classroom, then this program may not be for you. You may need an in-person option. But for me, what I've experienced is I don't really feel prepared. Now, once I finish and, you know, get to studying for boards, then maybe that'll be different. Right now, I feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions, getting through classes and just passing. And now I'm in clinical because your clinical doesn't start until year 2 of the program, the last 5 classes. I feel like I'm just kind of like, get it done, you know? So with it being completely online for my pathophysiology class and pharmacology, the pathophysiology class only gave us PowerPoints for the first 4 weeks of the class. Then they did not provide us with any PowerPoints. And then the things that they did provide us with were like YouTube videos and things like that. But you know, I can read the book and look up YouTube videos myself. What am I paying you $3,000 8 weeks for to be guided to YouTube? The study guides are very general. Like they'll say, oh, make sure you know the basis of this or the breakdown of that or how this medication does this or how this medication does that. But then the questions on the exam will be very specific. Like, oh, the mechanism of action of this medication is blah, blah, blah. So, my main thing that I don't like about Chamberlain is that they do not help you find clinical placement. So, you know, it's already hard trying to find clinical. And then with COVID happening, everything is just so unpredictable. A lot of people are not accepting students. So I had a hard time finding a clinical site. And when I called, the practicum coordinator pretty much was like, well, have you called 100 sites? And I'm like, well, what are you getting paid for? Because you're a practicum coordinator and you're telling me that I need to be calling all these sites when you should be helping me find a clinical, because now they offer an option to help you find clinical placement. But I start clinicals this month in January, and I was told that they wouldn't be able to help me find anywhere until March. Lucky for me, I got it worked out. I was able to move along. So with the nurse practitioner, so Chamberlain ended up getting a acute care nurse practitioner option when I was more than halfway already done with the program. So I work ER and ICU, so I could have easily done my rotation in the ER. However, I was already more than halfway done. So I'm like, I'm not gonna switch because I don't want to, you know, have to take different classes or double up on classes to still try to finish on time and things of that nature. So yeah. So at one point I was like looking at NP Hub, and I have 5 clinical rotations. So NP Hub for 5 clinical rotations was going to charge me $8,400 out of pocket, as if I'm not already paying my school, you know, loans or whatever the case is. It's a pandemic and they're still charging people crazy prices. Now my clinical site does charge me, but not as much. They charge me $500 per rotation, which I also feel like is a ripoff, because why am I paying you for free labor? I'm paying you to learn and for you to treat me like staff, but I'm paying you and I'm not getting paid. You know, I think it's just a ripoff, but whatever. I have to email Chamberlain every session to register me for the next class. I really hate lockdown browser as well. I don't understand. I can see, you know, if you've ever used lockdown browser, then you know, I can see not being able to exit the screen to prevent cheating, but I think it's a bit much for someone to literally be sitting watching us take the exam. A little bit too much free time on their hands, if you ask me. You know, it makes me nervous just because I'm like, any little thing that I do, I don't want someone thinking, oh, she looked down or she looked over, she's cheating. You know, whatever. And then, you know, Chamberlain says, oh, we have all these resources, but anything that I need to find out, I have to call and ask, or I'm getting from other students. Then they also tell students different things. So all in all, you know, I just don't know. And then when I took physical assessment, that was the last class I took last session. We had to do a head-to-toe assessment. I had a 92.5% in the class, and I accidentally uploaded my practice video, so I missed some things. And they were going to fail me. Yes, fail me for a pass-fail video, even though I had a 92.5% in the class. Luckily, I had a teacher who let me resubmit, and they reviewed it, and I was able to move forward. Because ain't nobody got time for that. What? I wish I would have done a review 3 months, 6 months, year mark, because I'm well over a year now. I finished in 9 months, and the program is 22 or 24 months or something like that. But I will come back and give you guys an update as I'm preparing for boards and things like that. I'm also reconsidering looking into the acute care option, because if I can, depending on how many classes I can possibly double up. I think I have to get approval from the school though, so we shall see. But I can tell you guys that I will be doing more videos as far as what my day is like as an NP student, the week in the life of being an NP student and still working a full-time job, and things of that nature. So if you like this video, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in for more videos later. Thanks for watching.